one that will just send you off your rocket and be like, woo!
It's a revolution.
Alright guys, so don't you just hate it when you're in the gym and you're doing your set and you've got your headphones on, you're in the zone, and there's always that creepy guy that comes up to you and it always seems like he's very secretive and he's like, hey, psst, whey protein, do you take it? Is creatine a steroid? What do you think about BCAAs and L-glutamine? Like, man, why are you being so secretive for? So in this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop you from being that creepy guy and approaching other people and asking what's the best supplements for either a cutting phase or a bulking phase, and show you the supplements that I think that are necessary for both a cutting and bulking phase. Also as well, the supplements that I'm going to show you in this video are not the specific supplements I'm telling you you have to use. You can use different brands or a choice of your option that you prefer if there's a certain company out there that you like, but the supplements that I'm just showing you are the ones that I have here with me and the ones that I prefer using. So if you watch this video and you think you have to use them ones, you're wrong. You can go out there and use whatever supplement it is you want from your preferred company. These are just the ones that I have with me and the ones that I like using. So let's get going first of all with the cutting phase. So first of all, we all know on a cutting phase we're in a calorie deficit and also we are trying to lose body fat. So what do we need to help lose body fat? That's right, a fat burner. I'm using the Blackstone Labs Trojan Horse fat burner. This is a stimulant free one. Many fat burners out there are stimulant based. For me, I disagree with why fat burners should have stimulants in it, and if most of you watch my YouTube channel, you know that I like to stay away from stimulants as much as I can. So this is one key supplement that I like having in my arsenal, and this helps use up more fat for energy, meaning I'm burning more fat and using more fat as my energy source. So this is a key tool to use in your cutting phase. Also in the cutting phase, like I said, we're in a calorie deficit, so we're eating less and less calories, but we're still needing to put as much output as we can, burning up as much energy and as many calories as we can. The downfall of this is that we could potentially start using proteins for our energy source to get through the day and get through our workouts. So I always say another supplement that is vital and very key when you're in a calorie deficit is some sort of amino acids or BCAAs. I'm using My Protein's amino complex. Again, the complex, this is a non-stimulant one. They do have another one which is My Amino Boost, which has some form of stimulants in there. I get always around 2 scoops as my intra-workout. And of course a very, very popular supplement that everyone uses in both a cutting phase and a bulking phase is some whey protein. In the cutting phase, I would always suggest to use an ISO whey. The reason being is that ISO just has less carbohydrates, fats and sugars. This is the Impact Whey Protein from My Protein. Obviously it just has a little bit more sugars and carbohydrates than the ISO would. So if you are looking for a cutting phase and you want some sort of whey protein in your diet, I always suggest looking for some sort of ISO whey protein. That's pretty much it. It is very standard. Another tool that you can always use in your cutting phase is some sort of pre-workout. As you start getting towards the end of your prep, your cut, whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to start losing more energy as you're going into more and more calorie deficit. So you're going to be needing that boost to get you through your workouts or even just through your day or whatever it is you're doing. So I suggest a pre-workout is a good tool to have, especially in your cutting phase. Don't worry too much about getting the most caffeine based one that will just send you off your rocket and be like, woo! Damn! You want something to give you that focus and drive to get through the workout and give you the energy that you need, as if almost you've got full of energy from food, but you don't want that crash afterwards. A supplement that I like to use at the moment is the AdElite series Nitro Ox. This is again a stimulant free based one. It gives you that vascular pump that you need, and also it gives you that focus and drive to get through that workout without that crazy buzz feeling. Because sometimes for me personally, if I have too much of a pre-workout and I'm going off my rocket, I'm just like we're gonna do legs, we're gonna do shoulders, let's go. And to me, that don't really feel like I'm actually getting my work done and focusing on the training. I like to give something in me that gives me that energy and boost to be focused on what I've got to do and get through there and be able to lift more weight even though I'm in a calorie deficit. So focus on some sort of pre-workout and don't go over the top of it. Do go by the suggestion, recommendation of the scoops. Some of them always say 1 scoop. If it says that, stick to 1 scoop and then adjust from there. If you feel like the 1 scoop didn't give you enough, then maybe move on to 1.5 scoops or 2 scoops, but don't just go straight away 1, 2, 3 and just be off your nuts, because you won't actually get any benefit during your workout. So that's pretty much it for cutting phase. The bulking phase, you can pretty much use the same tools apart from the fat burner. It doesn't really make sense to be using a fat burner when you're in a calorie surplus, because you are going to gain a bit of body weight. You can't help it, guys, unless you're some sort of genetic freak like Phil Heath or Kai Green, etc. So avoid a fat burner. There are so many people out there that I know who are like, yeah, I'm just on a bulk at the minute, just bought myself a mass gainer and also some fat burner as well, innit? Because I want to grow muscles but keep the fat off. So try and avoid being that type of guy and just stick to the supplements. I did show you an amino acids. Again, amino acids ain't as vital because you are going to be getting a lot of food in. You're going to be getting a lot of leucine in through the proteins and that in your calorie surplus. A whey protein is good. Again, if you need to get that extra protein in and you can't get it in through food, you can use the whey protein. And the pre-workouts, again, if you're just having those days where you're not mainly feeling really energized and you really want that little bit of an extra boost, get a pre-workout. But the one other supplement that I would suggest using in a bulking phase is some sort of mass gainer. I'm using here the Bodytronics Mass Attack Juggernaut. They do have another one which is a heavyweight. The heavyweight is just more calories than this one. This one I prefer because it is based on the carbohydrates mainly from oats. Oats are one of my favourite carbohydrates to have and I digest them really well. So that's why I went for the Juggernaut, and it's a little bit less calories than the heavyweight. But again, like I said, you don't have to specifically use this up. There are many different types of mass gainers out there from different companies and supplement companies out there. So if you have a preferred company that you enjoy using, you can check out their mass gainers and use their one. I use a mass gainer as well from My Protein, the mass gainer Hurricane, I think it's called, or Extreme. They have 2 of them, but check them out on the website. If you want to get 25% off those mass gainers or any other products, use my discount code HarryRXF. The link and everything is down in the description below. Check it out and use that for 25% off. I appreciate it, guys. But other than that, that's pretty much it. A mass gainer is a great tool to have. It's more convenient than anything else. If you have a very busy lifestyle and you just can't get the food in when you need to, you're at work, you're not allowed to eat or walk or whatever it is, you're on a train, on a journey home, you don't really want to get your Tupperware out and eat some food, a mass gainer is your go-to supplement to have. Personally, I disagree with mass gainers. I like to get my own shakes in, because if you read most of the labels, they are mostly made up of oats, sweet potato, yams, egg whites, whey protein and things like that. So technically you can get that stuff yourself and stick it in your own blender, blend it up and make it for yourself. But like I said, for me as well, my life is a very hectic and busy lifestyle. So sometimes it's a bit like, I can't really be bothered to get to the blender. So I just use my mass gainer with 2 scoops, straight into a cup, neck it down, I have myself 800 calories, bang, like that. So mass gainers are very convenient and ideal if you're in a bulk, but you live a very, very rushed lifestyle. So that's pretty much it. If you noticed, it's very basic, my supplements. So many people like to confuse themselves and get very scientific with supplements, and they start adding so many varieties of these different supplements when you don't necessarily need them. All you need is your basics. The only other supplements that I would suggest having it in your arsenal, which I don't have with me today, is some creatine monohydrate, which I like to get in as my post-workout just to help replace the ATP levels. Also a L-glutamine, which sometimes I get as a pre-workout and a post-workout as well. That's pretty much it. Other than that, I use no other supplements. My main supplement or main source is food, okay? This is something that most people tend to forget and neglect when it comes to either building muscle or cutting and losing fat, is they always avoid the nutrition and food, and they just want to know what the best supplements are. Your best option is always food first, then start looking at supplements. So anyway guys, I hope this video did help you out. It's a quick basic tutorial of my supplements that I use. If this video did help you out, please give it a big thumbs up. Click that thumb button, it does really help me out. Don't forget as well to leave a comment down below if there's any questions you want to ask me. And as well, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because it does help this channel grow a hell of a lot. and I appreciate it a lot as well. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Make sure you stay safe, make it happen, and get those gains.
I need you right now. Yeah, I need you right now. So don't let me down. I think I'm losing my mind now. It's in my head, darling, I hope that you'll be here when I need you the most. So don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Where did everyone go?